All right, here we go. So this is known as the East Firesteel River. It's also shown on the maps as the Hogarth River. So on some maps it shows Hogarth. The topographic map shows East Firesteel. And the Firesteel is kind of one of the big sort of networks in the area of rivers. So actually the top part here is not in terrible shape. It seems like it's okay. Here you can see there's a telegraph pole, and on the telegraph pole you can see that there is a sign on there. Sorry, I forgot to mention the bridge is around about 95 feet long. Again, it's very, very difficult to tell exactly how long it is, but it's around about there. Let's see if we can zoom in and give you a car length on there. It's obviously double digits, so I want to say maybe 50 or 60 based on where we are compared to where the one that we had that was 30. So again, not really sure. Again, you can see at least part of the bridge is in decent shape. This section here is a little bit banged up. Give you a height measurement as well when we have an opportunity. I'm going to let the dog out, and we're going to go down and go take a look at this bridge. All right, so we're down here on the north side of the trestle. According to the GPS, we're probably about 14 to 16 feet down or so. Let's move in for a little closer look. Seems like it's in pretty decent shape. The lovely aroma of creosote. How many bents? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Here you can see some of the piles from the previous trestle that was here. What the hell is that thing? You can see a piece of a minnow trap. What is that? I have no idea what that thing is. This is oh, it's a piece of plastic. That was a bone. So here you can see a little bit better, less obscured by the unfortunately the sun's out there, but a little bit less obscured by the brush. There's a sign over there. There's a flanger sign. Look at that. We'll jump over and go take a look at that. There's a flanger sign right there. Okay, let's jump over to the other side of the creek. All right, so we jumped the creek. Here you can see old flanger sign from the bridge. It's pretty embedded in the ground there. You can see that it's very, very old school or old style. It's got this sort of welded metal pipe to it. Somebody suggested to me that those may have been old boiler flue pipes from the steam engines that might have been repurposed. So here you can see whatever the heck this thing is. I have no idea what that is. So let's try not to kill ourselves first of all. There's something metal down there. It's all rusty. I don't want to pull that out of the muck. So we get a nice view of the bridge here, of the trestle, with the telegraph pole in the background. You can see up how high we are, almost level with the trestle. All right, let's work our way back and then resume our journey. All right, back on the road. So we just passed that number 5 trestle, the 5th trestle. We got one more to go. We've done 27.9 kilometers, so we've got maybe 6 to go, hopefully. I'm tired. 20 after 2, and it's just been a super long hike. Lots to stop and see. That's what's slowing everything down. And then I've stopped at some of the trestles again to photograph things. Again, it's still a beautiful day. Hopefully this cloud cover sticks around. I am literally not getting home till like 5 o'clock, which is the time I got up this morning. Oh. So our next feature is not coming up for a kilometer, which is going to be another telegraph pole with a sign on it. Old logging road there. Oh. Stuff I put myself through. As my wife tells me all the time, maybe I should take up a different hobby. Like the gentleman I was talking to earlier said, keeps you in shape. Sure does. I'm going to be sore. Well, thankfully, this is the last hike until the fall time. Just gotta keep myself in shape until then. "30 kilometers, according to my watch. Maybe we should stop and take a picture here while the sun's in. Is that old ties there, or is that old slash pile? These look like some old logs. They don't look like ties. Okay, unless something pops up here, maybe we'll zip you ahead until we get to that next, and there's a telegraph pole, until we get to that telegraph pole with the sign on it. Oh, here it is right here. How did I miss this one? Is there a different one? There's no way we did 900 meters. Okay, so through the brush there you can see that there is a telegraph pole with a sign on that, and it's fairly easy to read. I'll show you the zoomed in view. It says 120 cars. So again, 120 car lengths out from the siding at Mack. And then again, just to give the train crews an idea of how far they are out of the siding. All right, here we go again. So according to the GPS, we still got 5 kilometers to go. What time is it? 2:26. My God, this is gonna be the longest hike ever. Just too many things to look at. Now it starts to get a little quiet here. There's one more trestle coming up, but that's right near the end. I think what I was looking at wasn't the telegraph pole, was the benchmark. Okay, maybe we We'll zip you ahead a little bit here. It looks like we're climbing a bit. More telegraph poles in there. We'll keep our eyes out for anything that jumps out at us. So here you can see a lot of the original nature of the grade. You can see a lot of, I guess, what I would think is the original ballast. See a little road going off there to the north. Another telegraph pole. I can tell because it's a lot harder to bike. I'm huffing and puffing more. There's another telegraph pole. Again, nice little upland area, lots of jack pines. Another telegraph pole. Sound like a broken record here. Yeah, we're definitely climbing here. Between the bumps on the road here and the fact that I have to pedal hard. Sucking wind here. Another telegraph pole. So much nicer now with the sun behind the cloud. It's not as hot, and the light's nice and evened out. So coming through a nice little cut here again. You see the nice sandy soil, the jack pines. I love that sandy soil. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Maybe we'll snap a picture here. Oh, this is keeping middle-aged guy in shape here. Need some water. Don't have too much left here. Again, it's the warmest day we've had in a week and a half. You see how straight the grade is. I think that's where we got to go up to. We got to go up to that curve. Another nice little cut here. And you can see all that nice sandy soil. Such a unique geography here in northwestern Ontario. You get the boggy swamps, and then you get these upland areas with all the sand and till. Looks like this thing there, maybe they dug some ballast out of here. See another piece of telegraph pole here. Some random boulders, probably glacial erratics. Still more cutting work here. Again, they probably dug a lot of this material out and used it. Well, there's something to take a look at, since there's nothing really around here. So a little black thing on the ground there, that's a piece off a ballast regulator. So we've seen some of these before in places. So that's a piece of a machine. So you can imagine all the front looks like pieces of a broom. All these little noodles sticking out in the front. And then they sometimes have spreader wings on the sides, and so the ballast regulator's job is to come through and basically redistribute all the ballast. Is it spitting out? You gotta be kidding me. Redistribute the ballast and make sure it's all nice and even, and because I'm sure it does get messed up from time to time. Okay, let's go up to this road here, or what shows me as a road. We'll pause. It is literally, there was a couple spits that came down. I'm gonna like freak because it's like not this all over again. Yeah, it's like there's a couple of spots on my, we are literally almost done. This is crazy. Okay, so let's pause here. I'm gonna give the lens a wipe and then we'll resume.